Continues to unleash her wrath on the Gulf Coast. At least one person we know is dead, and all of New Orleans is without power. That is more than 1 million people. Some more remote areas of the state completely unable to communicate. The storm made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane with winds over 150 miles per hour. Overnight, it was downgraded to a tropical storm, but the storm has slowed down, giving it more time to dump rain on already flooded areas. Those in the middle of it all say the damage is similar to what they saw. And some of the video of the storm is just truly heartbreaking, and it really gives an idea of the damage that has been done. Want to give you a look at some. And many of the people who were able to evacuate and get out of the path of Ida meant to leave Afghanistan. And right now, the question is if they'll be able to get all Americans and troops out safely. Police headquarters going to be closed until further notice after an officer shot a homicide suspect even without the headaches of COVID. The beginning of any school year can bring about stress, and not just for the students, but also for the parents. And then you add the anxiety surrounding the pandemic, and it really can be overwhelming. So new this morning, Madison found out how to keep that work. Such good advice. And Dr. Gomez says if the stress of this school year becomes too much to handle for your family, don't be afraid to enlist the help of a school counselor or a mental health professional. It is 5:21. Still Are you allowed to ask your child's teacher if they are vaccinated? The I-Team went digging for an answer. Thanks for waking up with us on CBS 11 News and on CBS and DFW. I'm Brooke Katz. Karen has the morning off. All right, we are still working out the details of that technical difficulties there, but we will bring them back in and have a conversation with them coming up in just a little bit. 5:35 right now. This morning, we are following a concerning trend, COVID-related deaths, seeing a huge spike of those in North Texas. After an 0-4 preseason, everybody is ready for the Dallas Cowboys regular season. And as Bill Jones shows us, that includes the head coach. A restrictive new abortion law is set to go into effect in Texas on Wednesday. Yesterday, that lawsuit was stopped as 549 Plano Police headquarters closed this morning after a murder suspect was shot there. Sometimes so much easier said than done. Dr. Gomez says if the stress of this school year becomes just too much to handle for you or your family, don't be afraid to enlist the help of a school counselor or maybe even a mental health professional. Hurricane Ida, one of the strongest. Brian, thank you. Time right now, 6:40. A popular pharmacy now limiting the number of COVID tests that you can buy. Thank you for watching CBS 11 News, the ones for Texas. We will see you back here again for CBS 11 News at 11. And remember, good morning. This is CBS and DFW News at 11. I'm Brooke Katz. Karen is off this morning. Ida has been downgraded to a tropical storm after with the storm itself moving out of Louisiana. Relief organizations are now moving in. About many of those who left Louisiana to get out of Ida's path made their way to Texas. Our stand has come to a close. The U.S. military making sure it gets soldiers and equipment out of the country before President Biden's August 31st deadline. CBS's Natalie Brand has more from the White House. 18 troops were also injured in that suicide attack. Those service members are in Germany receiving medical care. Coming up next, why Plano Police headquarters closed to the public. And later, next, the State Fair of Texas crowns its new food champions. Which creations came out with the 2 Big Tex Awards? And in just about an hour, volunteers with the Texas Baptist Men Disaster Relief Group will be headed towards some of those harder hit areas. Thank you for joining us for the CBS 11 News Update. I'm Brooke Katz. It is the start of another school week, and the rising number of COVID cases has some parents concerned. Today is the final day that Fort Worth ISD parents can sign up for virtual learning. Sign-ups for remote learning close. Thousands of students are coming back to school today after several COVID outbreaks. As Ida continues to unleash her wrath on the Gulf Coast, dozens of pets from Louisiana found shelter here. And thank you for joining us for the CBS 11 News Update. For the latest news, weather, and sports anytime, just go to CBSDFW.com. I'm Brooke Katz. Have a great day.